that's besides the point. We just earned our 7th badge. The Volcano badge. Looking really nice. Just one more badge to go. And Ninetales pretty easily was able to deal with all of them. Hello everyone and welcome back to the walkthrough of Pokémon Blue, stream number 7. In what is most likely to be the last stream of the main game of Pokémon Blue. And I say main game explicitly because there will be bonus episodes, and multiple of those bonus episodes will be recorded on stream. Well, pretty much all of them anyway. Let's take a look at the team that we have. Most of them level 42 Coconut, our Exeggutor, Psychic, Megaran, Solar Beam, and Stomp. We also have Aragorn, our Strength user, our Hitmonlee that we got in the Fighting Dojo, Jump Kick, Strength, Metronome, and Meditate. We'll probably mess around with Metronome a little bit, see what it will bring us. Amigo, our Hyper Beam user, who happens to also know Body Slam, Thunderbolt, and Bubble Beam, but Hyper Beam is the meme for person. Like, if I would have merch, then I could see Hyper Beam being merch. Hyper Beam and Justice for the Nidoran, even though that didn't really come up that much. It was more earlier on in the walkthrough, but that exists. We have our Sheriff, a Sleepy Snorlax, Body Slam, Rocks, a Headbutt, and Rest. Koops, who is done with its moves now, I believe. Surf, Earthquake, Blizzard, Seismic Toss. Yep, that's its intended final moveset. I thought I actually reached that with Propane as well, but at the end of the last stream, at the end of the last episode, we did have a short discussion about its moveset and whether I should teach Fire Blast, because I didn't see myself using Fire Spin nor Confuse Ray. I did teach it Quick Attack again through the magic of a certain Generation 2 Pokemon game. I will get into the details of that because it's a pretty detailed explanation of how it's doable, but Stadium 2 allows relearning of moves. Had Ninetales join in on that so I could put Quick Attack back, and then I'm going to take out Confuse Ray to put in the TM for Fire Blast, which you have right here. Which Sheriff can actually also learn. Sheriff can actually learn quite a few, especially with Surf and Psychic, I think we figured out already. So Confuse Ray out, Fire Blast in. Fire Blast is stronger than Flamethrower. It is less accurate, so only 85% accurate, whereas Flamethrower is 100. Flamethrower has a power of 95. Fire Blast is 120, so that's better, but it is only 85% accurate. But if you average it out, then Fire Blast has an effective power of 102, which is still slightly better than Flamethrower. So if I feel like Flamethrower won't KO and Fire Blast will, or I need 2 hits from Fire Blast where otherwise would have needed maybe 3 from Flamethrower, that's not to use Fire Blast, but I'll likely mostly use Flamethrower for its consistency. Now, we are in Viridian City, and that means we get to start off with the gym. So let's get on a bicycle. Look at the Viridian City Gym. Wait, what? Leader Giovanni. My Mew is the gym leader? Sorry, what? Even I don't know the Viridian... Dude, I don't know your name. You don't have a name in this game. You do in later games. It literally says right here it's Giovanni. I don't... Maybe they put it here because this has an easy copy-paste, but then alter the name from previous gyms. But I do feel like this name of Giovanni shouldn't have been there. It's like to keep the surprise for newer players. I know the gym leader. I've played this game many times, but for newer players, I feel it should have been a surprise. Super slow war panels again. Let's have some battles. Your Pokemon will cower at the crack of my whip. Oh, please don't hit me. Please don't hit my Pokemon. That's not nice. Starting with ARBOK. Didn't we start last stream with an ARBOK in Silphco? Although that one was level 32, 33. That was the guy on the 5th floor. Well, we started really with Slowbro and Mew and Eevee and doing stuff with them, but the first actual battle was against the one mandatory rocket on floor 5 Silphca. Pretty sure we didn't psychic that one. Did we flamethrower it? I don't remember who we used against it. Ooh, TAUROS. I don't think we've seen a TAUROS being used yet. So that's fancy. Also notice how the levels are pretty high. Remember in the gym in Cinnabar, the levels were around mine and even slightly higher, I believe. I'm actually going to look up the exact levels from Cinnabar in a moment because I don't exactly remember. Let's see. The lane. Look it up while this is happening. Red and blue. Yeah, Blaine had 42, 40, 42, 47. So the average was around where my Pokemon were. Now here they're starting in the high 30s already. So what levels will our good pal gym leader have? We can expect that the gym trainers will all have around 39. This guy has one Pokemon, so probably 40 or 41. 43 even. Alright. I will complain. Answer the challenge. And I do know that, especially once we get to the Elite Four, the level jump is going to be big. So even though I faced a lot of different trainers throughout the game, and I've battled pretty much all of them, I believe. Let me know, like in Twitch chat or in YouTube, when this hits YouTube, if you know of any I missed, except for the ones I purposefully skipped for the Mewtwo. Actually, I'm gonna put that in my document. Bonus episode, long range trainer glitch with different encounters. Because I did say I would do that, but I hadn't put it in my document yet. I have a document where I have basically everything I want to do during the walkthrough, things I want to show, things I want to talk about. And one of the things I have a listing of all of the things I want to do in bonus episodes as well. So that's why I put that there. We could have gone up there, but that doesn't immediately lead to the gym leader. We can also go up here. Doesn't allow us immediate access to the gym leader either, because of this thing. However, we can fight this guy. If you can come from below, but then he'd walk down and you could go behind him to get the gym leader, or you'd fight this guy here, and then you can get to the gym leader from below. Well, they might like ground-type Pokemon here, but mostly it's been Machoke and ARBOK, so Psychic is working. Go Coconut. The Coconut, once it hits 43, which will be soon, I'm going to swap it out. Did we hit 43? Yes, we did. So let's swap it out for Koops and watch us now actually find some ground-type Pokemon. And then we can hit them with Surf. Starting off with a MACHOP. Nice and simple. I don't think we've shown off Blizzard yet. Might do that soon, especially if it hits something super effectively. But maybe get something like a MACHOP will have enough power. Manny with the host. Thank you, Manny. Also, that reminds me, I want to thank Ghostfire2523 for the follow. They followed me 12 hours ago, which was when I wasn't streaming. I was asleep. So, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. And Manny, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to what is very likely to be the final stream of this game. Well, no. Scratch that. Scratch. Of the main game. We still have post-game, which there isn't much of, but there's something, and there's quite a few bonus episodes that I have planned. I'll say it now. Things I have planned for bonus episodes: an EV training guide. So if you want to do this competitively or train up for like Pokemon Stadium. Speaking of Stadium, I'm going to use this team in Pokemon Stadium. I think that'll be a really fun episode. I'm going to show an accuracy trick with one of KO moves and how that functions differently in this game compared to others. The long-range training glitch. I'm going to make a guide of where to catch every Pokemon in the game to complete your Pokédex as much as possible. And probably at the end, what happens if you complete the Pokédex like fully after trading some exclusive with others. Like you get a diploma or a certificate. I'm going to show that off. What happens if you catch and use Missing No? Because we've seen Missing No, we've seen the item duplication. But what happens if we catch and use it? It really messes up your game. Don't try it, but I'll show it off. Also, like a highlights video, right as the very final one. Some highlights throughout from all the episodes, some funny moments like the Justice for Nidoran Female, or the Hyper Beam, things like that. Other crazy moments, those will be in there. A blooper reel. I have 2 ideas written down already, but if you have any other ideas, blooper reel. I think that'll be really cool. I've never actually made a proper highlights video for anything I've done myself, but I can take parts from every stream or every video, really, and put them in. I think that'll be very fun. Those are a lot of ideas. And remember, that's just the first project for the main series playthroughs. This is only Pokémon Blue. This is only Pokémon Blue. There's so many more main series Pokémon games to go after this. Okay, Santa, that's weak to Surf, that's safest. But Blizzard is 90% accurate in this game, unlike 17 later games, so let's show what Blizzard looks like. And take out SANDSLASH. SANDSLASH, one of the quite a lot of ground types that doesn't learn a ground type move by level up. Pretty much all of them learn Earthquake. Think RHYDON, think DUGTRIO, think NIDOKING, think SANDSLASH. They all learn Earthquake. If 1 or 2 might learn Dig, DUGTRIO especially, but a lot of the ground moves don't learn a ground move by level up because there aren't actually that many ground moves. Are you gonna play green version? Not in the main series playthroughs, no. I'm gonna use the English versions. However, I'm actually gonna do that as a bonus episode. Just to show off a bit of green version and just look at the interesting sprites. Because there's some weird sprites in this version in English releases, Red, Blue. Golbat, Machoke I've talked about before, where Machoke's sprite is just weird, one of the weirdest ones. But I'll do that bonus episode. Thanks for the idea, Manny. Show off Pokemon Green, really the Japanese initial releases, which is also red, but because the English releases don't have green, it's generally Pokemon Green is what was said. Show off Pokemon Green and its sprites. That's the main thing. I guess also glitches and different trades, maybe? I'll put a question mark behind them, not sure if I want to do that yet, but I think that would be something I do want to do. Just show off the different sprites and compare them. Maybe I won't do that in-game, maybe I'll edit that separately, but just to show how all of them differ and how some of them look really weird. And you can expect some of these 8-bit sprites, they can't look perfect, and some of them the coloration doesn't match the official artwork. But it makes sense that you can't have, let's say, the red or reddish color on the flower of Venusaur, for example, because in these sprites, every sprite is limited to only 4 colors. and 2 of them are always black and white. So then you have 2 colors, generally 2 like shades of the same. Like Blastoise is 2 different shades of blue in its sprite. So then there's nothing else. Venusaur is a grass type. Its main body is green. So green is used, and then a slightly different kind of green. There's only a few Pokemon that don't use a different shade of the same color in their sprite, but it's always black and white and then 2 others. And in later games, when more was possible with the colors, it starts to look more also with the colors like the originals. Oh, look, we finally have... Well, after that SANDSLASH from the fight when we used Blizzard, but besides that one, we finally have a ground type. But and then it's also Rock and Sheriff can't really hit that. Amigo, your turn. Doesn't Green version's music sound slightly different from international releases? Maybe very slightly? Maybe Lavender Town? I'm not quite sure actually. I feel like I've heard something like that. But it's not noticeable enough. Maybe there's slightly different beeps in like Lavender because kids got sick from it, supposedly. I very vaguely remember a story like that, but I don't remember any details. Also, revive in a gym. You don't often see items in gyms. Yeah, I don't think there's much difference, and if there are any differences in the music, they're very small. So I don't expect that to be a bonus episode. Unless I find that there are actual major differences, in which case I will. See, I kind of remember hearing about that on YouTube once. If you can find that video and just send it to me on like Discord, then I'll take a look at it later. And I might make that into a bonus episode. No, X attack. Oh, you didn't damage me. I didn't send in Persian. Because if they hit another critical hit, they would faint Persian. Like, sure, I have revives, but the less I can use is fine. The better. And Coconut could heal a bit with Mega Drain. It's 4 times super effective, so that was nice. And as I said, we can just walk past this one. Leader is back. We never actually went up this hallway, so we actually get to fight this guy. And then it's a leader. And NIDORINO. Not a ground type, but it evolves into one, so it makes sense that it's in the gym. Odisram. And finished off with the headbutt. Focus energy. Remember, focus energy actually makes your crit chance lower when used in, at least in red and blue. Not sure if that applies in yellow. In Stadium it was fixed, I know that much. Here's NIDOKING. With Thrash. I think one of the only moves NIDOKING learns after evolving. Because it is a Stone Evolution Moonstone, and Stone Evolution Pokemon, whether it's NIDOKING or Starmie or Victory Bell, almost none of them learn any moves outside of level 1. They have some base moves on level 1, but none of them really learn any moves after that. I know Starmie, at least in Gen 2, I think gets Rapid Spin at some point. NIDOKING gets Thrash, and I think in Fire Red Leaf Green it gets Mega Horn at like 40 or 50, somewhere there. But you can assume that Stone Evolutions don't get moves. And there are a few exceptions, like NIDOKING. Alright, let's get some heals. On Blastoise. Actually, I'll just fully heal with the Super Potions. I have enough Lemonades left, I have 15 of them, and I was thinking to, after the gym, to get Hyper Potions anyway. Or maybe I'll wait with the Hyper Potions and just buy full restores once I reach the Pokemon League. That might be a good idea. Well then. Face each other one more time. Stream 6 started with taking you down in Silphco. that was the end of episode 21. And this stream starts taking you down one final time. Back then we took down the Mafia, the Team Rocket, the criminal organization as a 10-year-old logic in a huge corporate building in Silphco. Now, Giovanni, I'm gonna make sure you lose so hard you're gonna want to disband Team Rocket. This is my hideout. I plan to resurrect Team Rocket here. But you have caught me again. So be it. This time, I am not holding back. Once more, you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. But this time, as a gym leader, here is Giovanni. Starting off with Rhyhorn, and starting with an interesting fact about Giovanni's team in this game. As with a lot of teams throughout the entire game, even on gym leaders, they use their level up moveset that they would have at this level. This might be a ground type gym leader, and his entire team might be ground type Pokemon. So no, he doesn't have his Kangaskhan anymore. This entire team is ground type Pokemon. 2 of them have a ground move. One of them is one that can be super effective. That's it. The rest, to my knowledge, just has their level up sets, which means sometimes, even as a 8th gym leader, especially if you're used to later games, you have good moves. Sure, some moves might be better than others, but, like, Scratch, Tackle on some of the Pokemon, you'll see. First off, let's switch this Amigo to take out the level 45 Rhyhorn. It's a big one. Starting with a guard spec. I don't mind that too much, because then you don't hurt Amigo. Bubble Beam. This Rhyhorn had Stomp, Tail Whip, Fury Attack, and Horn Drill. Horn Drill is a 1-hit KO move, but in Generation, I believe, 2 and beyond, you need it to be a higher level, or equal or a higher level than the opponent to have a chance that it works. 30% accuracy as base, and every level you're higher than the opponent gives you 1 extra accuracy. So he was 3 levels higher than me, so it would have been 33% accurate. Would it have been Gen 2 or beyond? But in Generation 1, it's actually dependent on the Pokemon's speed. You need to be faster, and then it's just 30%. At 30%, no matter how much faster that you are than the opponent. Alright, here comes DUGTRIO. I'm gonna stay in with Amigo. DUGTRIO slightly lower level, 42. Still something serious. It does have Dig, considering it gets Dig at level 19. Growl, Dig, Sand Attack, and Slash. DUGTRIO can actually learn Earthquake. It's one of the few that can learn Earthquake by level up. But it gets it at level 47, so no Earthquake here. So we're going to Body Slam, but I feel that that's actually better considering how low DUGTRIO's physical defense is. Also its HP stat. It's a very fast Pokemon, but so is Persian. So let's take out DUGTRIO. So DUGTRIO, one of the 2 Pokemon with a ground move in this gym battle with Dig, and the only one that can actually hit you super effectively with Dig, with a ground move. It's one of 3 Pokemon that can hit you super effectively at all, and NIDOQUEEN is one of the other ones. Because it has Poison Sting. Yeah. NIDOQUEEN. So much possible with this moveset. NIDOKING, NIDOQUEEN, it can learn Bubble Beam, it can learn Ice Beam and Blizzard, it can learn Submission, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Earthquake, Fire Blast, Rock Slide, Surf. It has Scratch, Tail Whip, Body Slam, Poison Sting. Body Slam's decent. That's the only move it can learn after, like, a level after it could normally be a NIDOKING, because it becomes a NIDOQUEEN, because it becomes NIDORINO at level 16 at the earliest, and NIDOQUEEN gets Body Slam at level 23. I'm pretty sure that's when NIDOKING gets Thrash. Also, that was not a lot of damage. Let's see how much Bubble Beam will do. If they don't use Body Slam, they're not doing much. There's Body Slam. So you can deal a good amount of damage, but Body Slam in Generation 1 can't paralyze normal types. Also, I'm not sure if we can take it out, just take it out Body Slam, probably it'll be close. So let's play it safe. Hopefully we don't get that 10% chance to miss and just use Hyper Beam! I basically have to say it like that because It's Hyper Beam. And that puts Amigo level 43, 2 Pokemon remaining in this gym battle. NIDOKING is one of them. NIDOQUEEN, interestingly, was Giovanni's ace in the second battle in Silphco, if you remember. That was level 41, with the exact same moveset back then. He also had a Nidorino at level 37, but NIDOKING, his Nidorino evolved, is actually stronger. NIDOKING is stronger than NIDOQUEEN, it's a level 45. Tackle, Horn Attack, Poison Sting, and Thrash. So Horn Attack, actually a pretty good move. Thrash is stronger but can confuse them. But they decided to use Tackle, even though Horn Attack is almost twice as strong and is more accurate. It happens. And I'd be interested to research some of the teams that later gym leaders use in later games, especially the final few gym leaders. How much of their moveset is their level up set, because this gym leader, basically throughout the entire game, I think even the Elite Four mostly have that, I know of some exceptions. And how much they're actually changed to, one, include the gym leader's TM move, how many Pokemon have that, and then to create some extra difficulty or balancing with other changed moves. Also, they still haven't used any healing items, just guards back. Alright, RHYDON. You know what, I'm gonna stick with Sheriff even though I don't have anything good against it. RHYDON, level 50 is the highest level Pokemon we have seen so far, not counting the 2 legendary birds. At level 50, this one would know Stomp, Tail Whip, Fury Attack, Horn Drill. Fury Attack is gone, which I think is good because Stomp is superior on the Fury Attack hits 5 times. But it now has Fissure, that is Giovanni's TM move. So it has 2 1-hit KO moves, but unfortunately for RHYDON, it's not the fastest Pokemon. It's not super slow, but it's not the fastest. Definitely not. Even Snorlax is faster, so Fissure and Horn Drill won't work on it. Those will always fail because Snorlax is just faster. It can use Tail Whip to lower my defenses, but against this Snorlax and against anything else that is faster than it, this RHYDON needs Stomp. Therefore, if you take something that isn't affected by Stomp whatsoever, like you could take another RHYDON or a Golem that's faster and be fine, if you're faster. But if you take a Ghastly, or a Haunt or a Gengar, but as long as it's faster than this RHYDON, it can win. Ghastly is pretty high speed. I don't know how much you have to, what level you have to train it to get there, to be faster than RHYDON, and then you can just put Toxic on it and easily win, or some other move that Ghastly can learn. Yep. And with that, RHYDON couldn't do too much. It tried Fissure and Horn Drill a bit, but it was never faster. So Sheriff and Amigo together, the normal types take out the ground types. And as proof, here is the Earth Badge. And finally, our overlay is complete. Our full team on the left, completely, fully evolved, and all of our badges on the right. That feels good, that feels nice to see that all filled in. Hey Jamie, welcome to the stream. The Earth Badge makes Pokemon of any level obey. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can enter the Pokemon League. It is my gift for your Pokemon League challenge. We also get the TM27 for Fissure. I don't intend to use that on my main team, although I believe Blastoise can learn it, maybe Snorlax. But I did say earlier in this episode, earlier in this stream, there will be a bonus episode talking about a trick regarding the use of Fissure and Horn Drill, which is actually used in Red and Blue speedruns to make Fissure certain to hit every time. There's a trick to that. But that's for a bonus episode, I don't intend to use that here. Pokemon can be beaten with just one hit, but you need to be faster. And that's a hidden thing that isn't actually explained. You can probably guess, if you think about it a little bit, oh, it's a 1-hit move, therefore it's not accurate. But it will never work if you're slower. I made it when I ran that gym here too long ago. And we talked to him again, because he doesn't say it initially. Having lost, I cannot face my underlings. Team Rocket is finished. Forever. I will dedicate my life to the study of Pokémon. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. And with that, Giovanni actually disappears. Never to be seen again. Team Rocket disbanded. And sure, we stopped Team Rocket at Sylph Corporation last time out. But that's to save Sylph Corporation, which is ridiculous in itself that a 10-year-old could do that. But we have now, single-handedly, as a 10-year-old, disbanded a huge criminal organization mafia called Team Rocket. Giovanni was a gym leader? OMG. Yep, he was. Keys would have been able to tell you, considering he already beat the gym. Like, he already beat all of the gyms, so... But then again, Keys is a jerk. He doesn't care much about Team Rocket. Like, he didn't save Silphco, he just waited for me, because he expected me to do it, and then to fight him. So that's a thing. Speaking of Keys... With all 8 badges in our possession, after now also having defeated Giovanni, this time we move our way to the Pokemon League. And notice how much money we have. 294,428. Remember, we once had nearly 0 in Celadon City after getting a bunch of coins in the game corner and gambling for the TM for Hyper Beam for Persian. That is a huge amount of money. I did not expect I'd have that much. I know I face a lot of trainers, but still, that is a very large amount. Let's get going. If you remember then, we were here very early on. We caught Nidoran male here. We could have caught Spearow here, which I didn't realize. So I only caught the Spearow back en route on Route 3 after the first gym. We caught a Nidoran female here called Switch to help beat our rival. Watch Nidoran female up here. For avenging Switch. Metronome. Rest, of course, that works. Come on, we need to beat this thing with Metronome. How many turns is it going to take him on lead? Put your guesses in the chat. Never mind. Dragon Rage, it's done. It was 2. Well, that's fun with Metronome. At least we have that in the episode now. A little bit sped up with the music. Here we go. What? Auga? What a surprise to see you here! So you're going to the Pokemon League? You collected all the badges too? That's cool. Then I'll whip you, Auga, as a warm-up for Pokemon League. Come on! Oh yeah! Rival battle number 7. The 7th rival battle already against our rival 6 Pokemon. The first battle against a trainer with 6 Pokemon. Starting off with the Pokemon you always start with Pidgeot, level 47. Remember how I said that after the 8th gym there would be a jump in levels? Yeah, this isn't the lowest level Pokemon on this team. The lowest is 45, but still, it's already more than the 8th gym leader. And we have yet to the Victory Road E4 and Champion. Sheriff, I want you for this. Because Pidgeot has Wing Attack. Also, Whirlwind doesn't work. Doesn't work in Training Battle, it's just like Roar. Ask Blaine. Well, don't ask Blaine, because he keeps trying it, it just doesn't work. No Sand Attack on this Pidgeot, but we're still gonna throw rocks. Quick Attack is its strongest move, considering in this generation Wing Attack only has 35 power as opposed to 60 in later generations. There's Wing Attack, Quick Attack, Agility, and Whirlwind. Pidgeot down, thanks to Sheriff and its rocks. Next up, Rhyhorn. And unlike the RHYDON in the 8th gym, this Rhyhorn just uses its level up set, which means it only has normal moves. And Aragorn's gonna try and take it out with Jump Kick. Not quite. Let's see if he could finish it off with Metronome. Oh, Dig. Nice. Horn Drill. Even if I wouldn't have been underground with Aragorn, that would not have hit, because once again, 1 KO moves need you to be faster than the opponent to even have a chance to hit in this game. Ooh, here's Gyarados, one of the 3 elementals, I guess you could say, one of the starter-type Pokemon. If your rival would have Blastoise at this point, which means if you started with Charmander, then he would not have Gyarados. But there is a Gyarados here. With Leer, Bite, Dragon Rage, which are all decent moves at best. But also the move that Gyarados has had since the beginning, basically. Since it's been a Gyarados in the Pokemon Tower battle, Hydro Pump. That's something very good that Gyarados has in its level up set. But it went down to a critical hit. So, the next Pokemon is already here. Growlithe. If you started with Bulbasaur, they would have Charizard and therefore not Growlithe. But the thing is, even at this point, at level 47, Growlithe isn't evolved. And if your rival would have had Execute, which he has if you started with either Charmander or Bulbasaur, Execute would still not be evolved here. But Gyarados is already evolved from the moment they first have it, which is in Pokemon Tower. Growlithe and Execute are just Growlithe and Execute. Here comes Alakazam. I want to use Propane for this. And notice its level. 50. It started with a 47 in Pidgeot. Rhyhorn is always level 45. The Pokemon that is the same type as your starter, so in my case that's Gyarados, is level 45. The Pokemon that is weak to your starter is 47, which was the Growlithe. And now it's time for Alakazam, which is always at level 50. Let's use Fire Blast, but the Psychic from an Alakazam. It's just 7 levels higher. Actually less than I expected. That's only 62 damage, and for some reason it's already in the orange. We hit him for about half, but we get the burn as well, which is really nice. So I might want to go Dig, so that he gets double burn damage. Although I don't hit it super effective, I want a Flamethrower maybe? I think with the burn damage that might just be enough. Psybeam I shouldn't be taken out because there was no special drop. Not quite enough, but I have Quick Attack again. And this is one of the few moments where it's actually useful. I wasn't going to use Fire Spin or Confuse Ray, and this is one of the few moments, it's situational, but one of the few moments where Quick Attack is useful. Ending off with Venusaur. You know what? I think I'll just use Propane. Let's see if you can Fire Blast it. Yep. Level 53, by the way. 10 levels higher than our best leveled Pokemon. That gap's only going to increase as we move on. So, we haven't had a really big challenge, even in the big boss battles. Occasionally a Pokemon has been KO'd, especially in the rival battles. But the real challenge, due to how we really well built our team, hasn't really been there. It will be. Those levels are going... That level gap is going to be bigger. Keys use... Wait. A potion! Even Blaine in the 7th gym had super potions, and that was bad. Come on, you're telling me you beat 8 gyms and you're still using potions? At least get hyper potions! Like, okay, that's what I say, and I haven't bought them, I have lemonades, but... potions? Really? The psychic, punish him. There we go, goodbye Venusaur. What? That was just careless. That loosened me up. I'm ready for Pokemon League. Okay, you need more practice. Even though I beat him. But hey, you know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya. Well, he seems very confident in his abilities and is now going to the Pokemon League. Which is where we are headed as well once we have healed our Pokemon and I guess have beaten this wild Pokemon. Which is going to be beaten for its insolence of getting in our way. Metronome. Oh, it already damaged me more than the Rhyhorn did. Harden, withdraw, and more defense increase. What's gonna do next? Barrier? No, defense scroll does the same thing too. We have withdraw. That defense scroll. Okay, metronome. Ah, dragon. Wow, Dragon Rage again. That's how it finished off the Nidoran female as well. La 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 la.